Well, it's another beautiful morning here at Bealtaine Cottage. Just absolutely incredible. With blue skies, you can just see it up through the perspex roof there. And sunshine, and I'm going to boast a little now, I've cleaned my windows. You can see the reflection of the garden in them. I've cleaned the mirror. I've been on one of those wonderfully exhilarating Saturday morning cleanups. However, what I want to do is take you for a little walk down through the gardens, and I'm going to go right down to the end because Jack needs a little walk, don't you, Jack? Yeah. And I have a cup of coffee in one hand. I'm just going to take my glasses off my head and put them on. So one of these days I'm going to afford to get a pair of bifocals, you know, so that I can walk about without being in some kind of a blind stupor. Look at my lovely little angel up there. Isn't she gorgeous? There's the ladder still on the driveway. I haven't quite finished painting. As you can see, I've been painting the porch and doing a little bit of tarting up there on the window ledges. The painting of the porch itself is complete, but as you can see, look, I need to get on and finish that door and the barge board up there. That's where the gloss paint comes in. Look at Jack over there, look, he's stretching. Are you stretching, Jack? Are you a happy boy? He says, yes, I'm very happy as it's Saturday morning and you finished messing about. More clean windows. Look at that. Aren't I showing off? So, we're going to walk down the driveway. Don't ask me about my little garden sculpture, okay? Because my daughter so far has laughed at it and called it a triffid. No appreciation of art. I think it's a rather splendid piece of art. It's actually an upside down tree, okay? And I'll just show you this little bit. The tree was one of the first ones I planted, look. And I made the mistake, because you know I say that I do not tie trees up to fence posts. I tied that one up to a post, and can you see where it killed the tree? So anyway, I left it in the upright position for a few years, but a few days ago I was sort of messing about and I discovered that the tree had got wobbly. So you can see, look, I literally just twisted it and it came out of the ground. But I don't like just getting rid of it. I think it makes a wonderful triffid. Cara, my daughter, said, Mother, it looks a little bit menacing, as though it's coming up out of the garden towards the cottage. Oh, gosh. Philistines, that's all I can say. So we walked down the cottage. That's where I've put my little angel that was sitting on that dead tree. And look at the sun. How beautiful. You know, when the sun shines, it's just magnificent. Look at this, valerian just starting to come into flower there. And the fuchsia coming into leaf. So we're off down the driveway now. You hear those little wind chimes? I love wind chimes. Now, for all those farmers who spray their fields, look, if you stopped, this is what you get. Primroses. And then they wouldn't be endangered. Endangered species. What kind of a race are we? What kind of a species are we that we endanger other species? Animals don't do that. There's a little archway leading through to the one and only little piece of lawn I have. We'll have a little peep. We'll have a quick peep. This is all the crackling of the bamboo. Now that's my homage to the lawn. It gets smaller each year as all the wonderful plants and trees and shrubs and beautiful things take over. Now, continue on down the driveway. Jack, come on. Jack, come on, good boy. Come on. Good boy. Show everybody how fast you can run. Oh, what a fast boy you are. Yes, clever, clever boy. So lots of little trees and shrubs planted in along the driveway. These are little cedar trees, or no, they're not. Yes, they are actually. They're I think they're called Great Western Cedar, something like that. Hey, and look at this wild honeysuckle. Keep those chemicals away. All the time the chemicals are kept away from the land. Mother Earth rejoices. Look at that. She's singing. She's singing in primroses. Can you hear the song? Can you hear that song? All that delight and joy. And she seeds herself. She seeds herself with the help of the bees, blowing those primrose seeds deep into the garden, where once there was only rushes. Isn't it amazing and wonderful? Amazing and wonderful. Look at this, look. Look at that joy. I write about Mother Earth. I photograph Mother Earth. I video Mother Earth, but I'd love to be able to sing for her. Now look. See the land over there? You see it? That's what Bealtaine once looked like. Just rushes. Look at what she looks like now. Magic. Magical gardens. The magic and beauty. Now I'm not going to go all the way down to the gate, because if I do it's going to leave less time for looking around the gardens. Jack, come on, we'll go this way. So we're going to go through into the gardens. This is a little arch that takes us into the Bog Garden. So you can see the Gunera coming up there, the pond, willow arches that haven't yet come into leaf. You know, it's been a very late spring. But as we go through into these gardens, you can hear the birds. Ha-ha! They're singing out the song from Mother Earth, aren't they? Do you know, if I've done nothing else with my entire life, I've done this one good thing. This one good thing. I've created a habitat where Mother Earth can show off and be happy and be joyous and joyful. Jack, come. We're going to just walk down here now towards the left. So this kind of brings us right down to the very edge of Bealtaine Cottage Gardens. It brings us right down deep into the Bog Garden. It's quite damp down here, as it should be. And this is my wild edge. I don't do too much down here along the edge, down beside the road, because it's almost like a little corridor, you know, of brambles and bushes and trees, where little creatures like foxes and badgers can move around freely with no scent of humankind there. Look at the fantastic bamboo planted right into the rushy ground. Do you hear all that wonderful fertility underground, underfoot there? That's the last of the leaves. This is one of those big Lelandiais. You know, people plant them as hedges. I plant the occasional one as a specimen tree. They make wonderful trees. They can overwhelm a small garden though, but here you can see with the bench beside it, it's a little bit of a private and fairly dry place to sit. You can see there's still a few little labels on things there. That's one of the little bare rooted trees that I planted over the winter. You get them for a couple of euros each. And they make wonderful trees. As long as you give them plenty of TLC, you know, when you're planting them. So, this is the Rushy Path. I need to go down here and mow this. I've kept the paths open by mowing them, but eventually, I'll show you up here, you don't have to mow. We'll see in a moment. When the trees start to grow like this, the path becomes self-sustaining. The grass just stops growing as vigorously. And hear the car now coming. It's actually a van. So we're going to walk up now away from the road and go into the middle gardens. A bit like Middle Earth. So that's the silt pond down there. Can you see it? Oak trees. Look at this beautiful oak tree that I planted 12 years ago. Isn't that wonderful? So the silt pond allows the water to flow quite slowly, and thus enabling it to drop the silt. So the lower pond down here, on the other side of that big stone, doesn't get silted up. Jack, come. Come on. Come on. Jack. Oh, he may have scented a little baby hare. Oh, no. What was that? It was a pheasant. Jack. Jack. Come here. I'm having to shout at him because I don't want him going out on the road. Come on, good boy. Come. Jack! Good boy. Come. Jack, come on. Come on. You did your work. Well, not really. Scaring off a pheasant. Do you know I should go and check in case there's a nest there? This is what happens when I go for a walk in the gardens. I get quite distracted. These little baby birches. Come here. I don't know what you're up to there, Jack. I don't like the look of it. Ah, yes. You see, come on, out of there. I think this is served as a little nest here, I think. Perhaps in there. Put my cup of coffee down. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 2 little eggs. Can you see them? Wow. Right, I better get that boy right up out of here. Come on, Jack, this way. Come on. Jack, come on. Good boy, come on, let's go for a biscuit. Come on. So that was a pheasant. And the pheasant eggs. Finally get out of here. Jack, come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Well. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go this way. Jack, come on. Well, I hope that she'll come back to her little eggs. All right? We can but hope. Okay. Hear the crackle. That's where I've cut dogwoods and willows, just throwing the bits down on the ground. Now, something else to show you. Look at that beautiful quince. Isn't that gorgeous? Do you know, I feel quite out of breath. I got very excited seeing those little eggs. Better calm down. Come on, Jack. Oh, he's gone into the silt pond. He'll be filthy. He's drinking some of the water. Look at him. Jack, come out of there. Look at the cut of you. Come here. Oh, honestly. Come on. This way. So here we go. Oh, here we are. Now this is on the other side of the silt pond. You can just see where we are. Some people have asked me to draw maps. Well, I think this is a pretty good map. You know, you could probably draw a map now yourself, couldn't you? Draw me a map and post it to me. So now, this is the old ditch, which I just left in place. It had become silted up and I just left it. And of course, these 2 long banks, they're like long barrows, are the spoils from the ponds that were dug out. And you can see how they've started to naturalise. Can you see the ferns coming? Lots of sorrel, little plants. Come on, Jack, we'll go this way. So we're walking up now behind the barrow. And this is honeysuckle, look, wild honeysuckle. Oh, I really hope that little pheasant comes back. She should do. I reckon that when Jack scared her there and she flew off, she probably went up into one of the trees and was just keeping an eye on things. Come on, Jack. Look at that Scots pine that I planted 12 years ago. Massive. There's a little sycamore I just planted a year or so ago. So we'll go up to here, just where the spring well water comes through. Can you see? Can you see it running down there? You can certainly hear it. And we'll go back down here and walk along. So this is like parallel with the road. Come on, Jack. And you can see, look, there's little hazel trees I planted and all kinds of trees and shrubs. All that monoculture. Jack, come here. Jack! What is he eating? What are you eating there? I don't trust you now because I don't want to go through the garden taking things. I can't see anything there. Come on, this way, this minute. Sometimes I've got to talk a little bit stern to him. Because being a boy dog, he doesn't see me as leader of the pack. No, though he is very loyal. Ah, look, one of the little wild cherry trees that I planted. Now that's coming on a treat. Bamboo nearby. Just look back. Oh, the wind's pushed that over a little bit. I don't get too vexed about trees that are sort of pushed to one side, or, you know, I just leave it. Let nature take its course wherever possible. One of the reasons why I don't stake trees. Come on, Jack. Now, can you see how the paths have changed? So when I say about mowing the paths, well, if you can spend the first few years when you've been creating your little woodland, keeping the paths mown, eventually this is what happens. You have a very natural path. See? And we'll just have a look down here on this little crossroads. Lovely natural path there. And there. Now, Mother Earth has made that, not me. I just kept things in check until she got a handle on it. One of the first trees I planted, look, this field maple. Isn't that beautiful? Look how the moss is growing on it. It's quite fairy-like. Talking of fairy-like, we're going to cross over this ditch now on this big stone. We're going to walk down through the Fairywood. So this is my little lawn. You know the little bit I first showed you? Lots of carrier. Look at those primroses there. Beautiful girls. Now, there's the cottage. There's a big standing stone there. This tree, this is a cherry tree. There's no graft on it because I brought this here in a paper coffee cup all the way from London. All the way from London, where I used to live. There's a little seed I grew on. So that tree is now 12 years old. We're probably getting on for 13 years old now. Another little path that goes down to that beautiful ash tree there. I'll show you the little fairy house in that ash tree, but on another day. So we're going to go down now into the Fairywood. See, when I say this is a Fairywood, I'm not kidding you. Because the old ash tree, which is over there, probably can't see it, but it has a little underground tunnel with a proper little doorway. And you know now you can buy these little fairy doors on sites all over the net. Well, there's a fairy entrance over there made by fairies, not by humankind. This is going to be a long video, but I wanted to try to put it all onto one video so you can get an idea. The little rowan trees come out. That's a very magical tree. One of the old sacred seven. And there's my beautiful fairy thorn. Probably the most peaceful spot in the whole of Ireland. So peaceful here. No, but we'll walk on. There's the new leaves unfurling on the ferns. Jack, come on, we'll go this way. So now we're walking up, sort of uphill a little bit here. Look at that little bee, look. I reckon it's going to go into its nest. Ah, did you see it? It went in underneath that big log. It would have its own nest there, you see. 97% of all the bees in Ireland are wild bees. They make their own nests, they keep their own honey. That's why I will not have... See, look, she's come back out. That's why I will not have honeybees. I don't want to be farming anything. Now, Jack, we'll go up the little steps. So we're rising up here probably about 8 to 10 feet. Now, we've come right up from there. Even Jack's panting. Now you know where we are. Here we are, look. Up in the production gardens. Haven't opened the tunnel yet today. So, squeaky. I must get some oil on that. Oh, the list of jobs. It just grows longer. But you know, I don't complain. Simply because I'd rather be busy than be bored. the heat just hits you. I think there's a bit of fogging up going on there in the lens. Okay, I must get the other drawer open then. Look at all the blossom on the plum tree. Yum yum plums. There's a lovely little picture, look at that. Little stone being wrapped up in moss. Oh wow, big blast of heat. Whew. It's lovely because along with the blast of heat comes all these beautiful green smells. Wow. Oh, even my glasses are steaming up. Oh gosh. Right. There you go. This has run over half an hour. This is the longest video ever. I'll be charging this old camera up now for the rest of today. You see all the white blossom? That's the blackthorn. And we've got lots of black currants coming out. There's some flower plumes coming up on the Aquilegia.